Hello, 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 hello. It's kind of my homage to, what do you call it? There's a way to do this. Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. It's uh, it's the first day of baseball. I didn't really even realize that until I woke up this morning and on the local news, they were saying how it was the first day over in Tampa for the Devil Rays. And I did say that correctly because today, in what they have as like their throwback uniforms, the Rays were in their original Devil Ray uniforms. Now, it used to be when you would say Devil Rays, it would be like, having to throw a dollar in the what do you call it, the cuss bucket, because you weren't allowed to say Devil Rays when they made the name change. But today they truly were the Devil Rays, and today they won. They beat the Tigers. I don't know what the score was. Doesn't matter. It's a win. And we got lots to talk about because, again, it was the first day of baseball season. For those that follow baseball, I do. You guys know I'm a Phillies fan. And I don't even know if they won or not. But there's baseball. There's hockey. In fact, I just turned on the Flyers game. I think they're playing. Who are they playing? Let's see here. The Senators. Flyers won the other night, which is rare because they have not had a really great season. Another year of not making the playoffs, which is unfortunate because the Philly teams, Eagles make it to the Super Bowl, didn't make it. Didn't get the win. Or sorry, Eagles make the Super Bowl. Phillies make it to the World Series. I think a year or two early did win. But at least they were there. Flyers, shoot. They got about another 2 or 3 years to go to get respectable. I'm looking at the, well, I guess, okay, it's in Ottawa. So I saw it's not in Philly. They got some time to go. The Sixers, remember, trust the process. Well, they've gotten better, but I don't really watch, as you all know, I don't watch basketball unless it's the NCAAs, which I was doing because it's March Madness. We got Final Four. I know San Diego State, UConn, and 2 Florida teams, Florida Atlantic, as well as Miami. I know Miami is a damn good team. San Diego State is a decent team. Florida Atlantic is playing over its head. UConn is a decent team, but I think Miami's going to take it. But that's just me. And that's not as a homer because I'm a Gator. But I think the Hurricanes are gonna win. But hell, I remember I'm the one that said that what was it? Alabama, and what was the team that went out like the first week? The 16 seed beat them. One of the major. What was it? Not James Madison. Can't remember who the hell it was, but they beat him. But it's early, and I will watch the game. Now, I will say this. If you've been following me here, thank you. I still have not gotten everybody that wished me a happy birthday on Facebook, and that's just on the Captain Jack timeline. I have to still, they keep coming at me, and again, I'm trying to get to all of them because I feel if you took the time to put something on my timeline to wish me happy birthday, I think, and this is just the way I feel, that it would be nice for me to reply back to you. So I'm going through them. It's going to take me a while. I still have another 200 or so to go. And then I haven't even gotten to my personal profile, and I haven't even checked that yet. So I got to check that. And people that have said things on my Instagram, I've thanked them. But it's going to take me a while. So please, I'm not stuck up. I am not, it's not that I don't care, but I can't get to my phone or to Facebook during the day when I'm working because it's not allowed. And then I only have so much time to do it. But I will do that. But you guys want to talk sports, we'll do that. We're going to talk, and again, the Raider talk is rampant in here, and thank you. We already have John Leon, thank you, John. Matt's in here about Jalen Carter. We're going to talk about that. And Steve DeLuna I agree with this. If Jalen didn't have any off-the-field issues, we would never have had a chance to draft him. And they say that the Raiders are not looking at him. We'll see, because he was one of the people that was looked at to go top 1, 2, or 3. I know the quarterbacks are looked at, and we talked about that last night on Wild Wild West. Now, having said that, and happy birthday upcoming to you, Chronicles, a.k.a. OG Jack Daniels. His birthday is in, I think it's 3 days after me, so let's see, 29, 30, 31. His birthday is either the 1st or the 2nd of April, so let's wish an advance happy birthday to Chronicles of the Black Hole, OG Jack Daniels, who will be 58 as I am. And I say thank you to all. Thank you to everybody that wished me happy birthday. Thank you. And again, if you wish them here, I appreciate. I will say everything. Captain Raider said it. Thank you. OG said it. A bunch of other people were saying it. Thank you as well. I'm not gonna not recognize you. So thank you for that. Oh, I got to turn my phone to sound off. Wait a second. Oh boy, I didn't do this in time. Hang on. Sound, volume, text. It was nice hearing from a bunch of different people yesterday. So I appreciate that. Let's see here. That's gorgeous. Picture of a young gal from that it's me and Hollywood, and I would guess it's from New Year's. Yeah, it's from New Year's. Danielle is in there. That's awesome. Thank you, darling. I'm just saying it to you here. 1 second. Hey, darling, thank you. I'm just seeing this here. I just said thank you on my show. So if you watch on my show, you'll also hear me say thank you for sending me this wonderful picture. And wonderful for sure. Thank you, honey, and hit me back up. I watch the show. It is a nice picture. What else is nice is something that's new is, oh, and the Flyers are getting their butts kicked. Um, it's now 4-1. But something that is very nice that came out. Oh man, high glove side by the Sens. Not sure, but something that came out really great, and I can't wait to pass these out. Are the see these? These are stickers. Just came in today. I'll make sure I move so you can't see the. Hopefully you won't see. There you go. You won't see the gloss show up. Just got these today. Expensive, but I will be, now that I have them, I will be passing them out. So I hope to see you, so I can give you a sticker. They came out did you like them? I think they look good. See again? Has my YouTube on there, has my IG on there, and is the sticker. So I think they turned out really good. So Hollywood was telling me, hey, you gotta get your stickers. So I finally got my stickers. Oh, hi Rosie. Thank you for watching, sweetheart. That is a wonderful picture. When do I get a sticker, John? Look at when I go to events. As this, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be passing them out when I'm at events. So hopefully I'll see you for an event. OG. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get a patch because OG is and thank you for reminding me, OG. OG is a member of the Chiefs Mess on my show, which means he gets a patch. And I need to send you a patch, OG. I'm sorry. So yeah, get with me. Get with me, OG. I will send you a patch because that comes with his membership as a Chiefs Mess member. He gets a patch. You are correct. I got so much stuff going on. I still have to do a couple prize wheels too. I have to do a couple prize wheels. So it's not that I didn't that I need to get my shit together. Yes, I will say the one. I'm not supposed to swear, but when you're behind like me, and I don't have it's me and only me, so I got to literally get my shit together and send you one. So get with me, OG. I will send you. OG, since you bugged me, I will send you the first sticker with the patch. So it'll be exclusive. In fact, I'll try to remember to put sticker 1 original sticker or something like that. Just remind me to do that too. See who we got here. Willie Wayne, thank you for being here. Steve DeLuna, he said this fire. Hi, Captain. Happy late birthday. Facebook user, thank you for being here. Come over to YouTube, please. Come into the YouTube show. It's at Captain Jack Rackham. Come into the YouTube show. I mean, you got gorgeous ladies like Rosie. Got to come in the show. Again, Captain Raider is here. John Leon was talking about Anthony Richardson is hot with the Raiders right now. Okay. I am on record. I am a Gator. I am on record stating this. Actually, I was stating two things. I said that if the Raiders have an opportunity to grab Carter at 7, you grab him. That's the one guy I wanted. But according to reports, the Raiders aren't interested. Why? Don't know. Does he have something, that other than the issues with, the drag racing? Is it something else? Don't know. But that's where you have people that get paid to do the background checks and do other things. If it's a personality issue or not personality, is it a issue of the man himself? Yeah. But that doesn't mean that there's not going to be a great defender out there at 7. Will the Raiders trade up? I don't know. They got a lot of picks. And if they are really hot and heavy for, according to reports, and I say according to reports because that could be BS as well. Flyers have scored a goal. It's now third period with 14 and a half minutes. So there's still time. 4-2, Senators up on the Flyers. Now it's not ready to turn this game off. So now that there's only a 2-goal deficit, I'm going to keep it on. But anyway, if there's something about morality or something in his background that makes you wonder. Remember, they didn't do due diligence on Arnett, and they didn't do due diligence on Conley, right? And these were wasted first-round picks. Both of them defensive backs from the Ohio State University. That sucked. They both sucked. Sorry. And Stu Schwager, my buddy, says that the players don't like it when you denigrate them. I understand, Stu. You're right, but they did. They sucked. Friend of the program, Stu Schwager. But I'm glad you guys like the stickers. Remember, I will be passing them out at events. They're expensive. But you buy them in bulk, they're less expensive. Rumors Raiders not interested in Jalen Carter. That's from Matt. Raiders did take Richardson to dinner. Here's the other thoughts on that. And again, I am on record stating that I do not want Anthony Richardson. And I'm a Gator. I went to Florida. It's my alma mater. I didn't graduate from there, but I went to school there. So I'm a Gator. But I don't want Anthony Richardson because the Raiders need defense. And he's a project. But I'm warming up to him because of things that I heard today. Because, what was it? Not Mike Mack, but the other guy from ESPN. I can't remember his name. The other guy from ESPN that does draft analysis. Somebody put this name up here. They said this, and it makes sense. He's 20 years old. 20 years old. He's not going to be 21 until, what, later this year in the season, right? 20 years old. Got potential up the yin-yang. Can throw the ball a million miles, and usually a million miles an hour, too. I know a million is overreach. But he does have potential. And the one thing that the draft analysis guy, not Mike Mayock, because that's the old Raiders GM, he said he's 20, going to be 21, and if you give him 2 years to learn under somebody that can teach him, big question mark there, under somebody who can teach him, his ceiling is higher than a 4, 5, 6-story building. If we're going by regular buildings, that's a high ceiling. He could be the star quarterback. And I'm not saying that I want him as the draft pick, but now I can see it. But you gotta trade up to get him. That's why they're saying that the Raiders might be trading up. You better get a bunch of defenders with all the rest of your picks. Pick up a tight end, pick up a right tackle, and the rest of your picks better be defense. Better. Thank you for that information. Raiders looking to re-sign Alex Bars, but I think that Moody might be the right guard. And we already talked about his off-field issues. Anthony Richardson hot with the Raiders right now. Captain Raider, thanks again. And Facebook user, I hope you've come over to YouTube. When do I get a sticker? John, hope to see you this year, brother. I will be giving them out. Port Adelaide. Salute, Captain. Salute the chat. Port Adelaide and Avakazi, I will mail them stickers because I know that the likelihood of these kids coming out of Australia to see me are Slim Nunn and GTFO. So Port Adelaide, aka Will, get with Avikazi, and hopefully I'll send them like one packet, and hopefully you guys are close enough that, or I'll send 2 packets. I'm gonna see Velvet Raider real soon. Thank you, there, sweetheart. Happy late birthday. Thank you, sweetheart. Cat Jack would say if the Raiders trade up and get Richardson. I can't say anything, because if that's what they want, that's what they want. Michael Guerrero, Prish, come aboard. Mission granted, sir, and thank you. Oh, my bad. Oh, no worries. You didn't know. It was my birthday yesterday. The big 5'8". I'm not going to pull your leg on 58. Jack Ken is in here as well. Belated happy birthday. Just got done watching Wild Wild West. Thanks, Jack. Jack's always around. BPA at number 7. I agree, Steve. I agree. But if they're hard and hell bent to trade up for a quarterback, it's probably going to be Richardson. We have 12 picks, and thanks again, Matt. 12 picks. They would do well to use all of them to fill needed holes, especially on defense. They can actually do better if they trade back. I see them use a few of those on trading up or down. That's true, Matt. I think the Raiders are probably going to use 3 of those picks, which would leave them 9, right? They're going to use 3 of those picks to maneuver, right? They're going to have that 1 pick plus a pick. They'll probably do that 3 times, which will drop their picks to 9 to move up or down. I think they will, because that's what that team out in Massachusetts does. Did have the Ruggs situation with street racing, yeah. Henry Ruggs could be a star right now in the NFL. But different things going on. Oh, here we go. Thanks there. See, this is why y'all are here. Will said, Carter's had multiple driving offenses during collegiate career, so lots of red flags for character. Maybe don't want to take the risk of doing something in Vegas. There you go. And I can see that, because you have the Ruggs situation. You got a kid who likes the speed. You're using the first pick on him. That's probably why. Only McDaniels didn't know how the Raiders are really drafting. I know. Yeah, you're right, Matt. There's so much crap out there. There's a boatload of crap out there. You don't know what's going on. And by the way, if you like what you're watching, please share it up. If you like what you're watching. And thanks, sir. Robert Pena, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you there, sir. We don't need all 12 picks. We also pay these players we sign, use some picks to trade up. Yep. Quality, not quantity. Agreed. Jack Kenna reminds you to share and give thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Salute to everybody. We got salutes out here. We got salutes. Robert, so I think our defense is already younger and better than last year, so with the draft, we can afford to take a quarterback. Man, you better be right on which quarterback you take. I kind of agree with Steve. Defense, if you take a quarterback, you don't have to move up. Richardson passed up Will Levis in my mind, but trading up. Yeah, but not trading up, according to Jack. I agree. Happy late birthday. Thank you there, Sebastian. I need to buy the Captain Jack beanie. Yeah, you do. I gotta. Ooh, the Flyers just scored again. See? On a power play. See, I don't need, if I don't look, they score. Ristolainen scored. Or no, or was it Cates? Maybe who scored? Was it Cates? Or Ristolainen? Let's see here. Tippett to somebody. I didn't see if it was okay, it was Ristolainen, 55. Nice shot. Tipped in. Or obstructed with Kate. Did Cates get it by with his skate? Oh, okay. So yeah, Kate's with the goal off a shot by Ristolainen. So Ristolainen gets the assist. Kate's gets the goal. And yeah, Sebastian, there's one that's been given away to Ed Winchell as a prize. Another one was given away as for because of stuff done, artwork. But yeah, but it's got to be about at least how much was the pouch? Going to be at least $45, Sebastian. I'm just saying because it's hand knitted, and then has the patch on. And if that's not too much, then get with me. DM, yeah, Port Adelaide, aka Will's going to DM me the address, and let the Abkhasi do that as well. Ed Winchell, thanks for being. Obviously, the priority now is quarterback before any other bid. We're drafting quarterback, one of the four. Per Ziegler? Wow. Did Ziegler said we're drafting one of the quarterbacks? Amazing. Mike Sarah, thank you for that. He says happy birthday too. Don't see Carter being a fit, obviously. Yeah, he is immature. I can see Carter going to Seattle. Well, you can see Carter going somewhere, but apparently, it's not here. Raiders 918. I like how you have that 41D 3R9 Raider 918. Thank you there. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Captain comes in, the other Captain Raider. Why do you think the Raiders are going after so many receivers? Because they're not all going to stick, and we're going to figure out who the best six are. And I say six because normally you keep six. And then if some of them kind of drop off the radar, then that's where the practice squad comes in. But you figure Adams and Renfro, if he's here, maybe Renfro gets traded. But you think Adams is a lock. So is Jacoby Myers. Those two guys are locks. Maybe Philip Dorsett, right? Renfro would be 4. The guy that they signed by the other Carter that they signed by the Chargers, who is a kick returner receiver, maybe. That's 5. Remember, Hollins is gone. DJ Turner, maybe. But they got a lot. And I'm even forgetting stuff. So put up where all the receivers we got. We got a lot. This is the one draft we cannot screw up. Thank you, Mike Sarah. It is true. I'm not going to say thank you, Captain Obvious, because it's true. We can't screw this up. Between 21 and 25, all of them are different levels of maturity. Yep. Oh, Sandstrom made a mistake. Thank God. Some of these quarterbacks drop actually a trade back. Then the Raiders get another defensive player and get Hooker. Now, here's the other thing that I heard about, or not heard, but when they were talking about Richardson and how young he is, Hooker's going to be 26. Now, so he's mature. Hooker's mature, right? At least you don't have to, in theory, you don't have to worry about, immaturity because he's mature. Ziegler wouldn't shows him. Yeah, I was going to say, we'll see. Okay. But let's get the quote. One asks, you really think Ziegler would say the Raiders aren't looking at course and be at every pro day except Levis? He's not an idiot. Maybe it's Levis. And I'll tell you why. Because remember, the players that the Raiders don't take a look at, don't take an interest in, those are the guys we get historically. When people say, did you know the Raiders were looking at you? It's like, no. So anyway, Raiders had dinner the night before with Will Levis. Okay. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Miss Rosie, for sending the picture. If you're still here, come on over to YouTube. Hit up the show. McDaniels was not in attendance at the Richardson dinner. He doesn't need to be. Levis is strange, and so is his girlfriend. I don't care if he's got a hot girlfriend or if his girlfriend's strange. I don't care. You know what? He could think that the Martians are going to attack every week, and that the sun revolves around the Earth like they used to in the times of nice save on a breakaway. I don't care. I don't care if he's strange. He's got to have ability. Does he have a hot girlfriend? Because we lost. I tell you what. I think that Stidham had a hot wife. We need to bring that back. Even if he was going to do his due diligence, look at a quarterback every year while Carr was on the roster. Yeah, you got to, because you don't know when things drop, right? Where'd you speak of the sun? I caught it flickering today. Okay. Oh, she's hot. Good. We need another hot girlfriend / wife. Like I said, Rosie's hot, beautiful lady, and she was watching earlier. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me put the link up. And remember, you can come into the show, right? You don't have to come in on camera, but hit the link because the volume and the audio is what I'm looking for. That's why I don't do calls anymore, because the Google Voice just naturally just sucks on the computer, and I don't know how to fix it. There she is. Ah, thank you, darling. See, Rosie Gonzalez. I'm here. Thank you, darling. That's my girl, Rosie. And that was a beautiful picture of us, sweetheart. Thank you. Mike, is that who you were talking about for the hot young lady? Were you talking about Rosie? Because she's gorgeous too. Rosie, I'll IM you as well after the show, and thank you for sending me that. Raiders have 2 QBs, Garoppolo and Gerbers. Yeah, people think quarterback situation is top priority. I don't. Yes, it is, Ed, and we know that the Raiders are going to get a quarterback this year. We know. But do we want to do it in the first round? Do we want to do it in the first round? That's the ultimate how many? It used to be the $1 million question. It's not even a $1 million question anymore. It's usually like about a $10 million question. But hit the link. And remember, please like, please share it up. Thank you for liking. Let's hit the conversation, because she's hot too. Not as hot as Rosie, but they got a picture for a girl on the golf course. I'm watching the Flyers game. She's gorgeous. Here you go, Matt. I heard rumors that they were also looking at other free agent quarterbacks to fill the room. Yes. Gail Gilbert probably is going to be the backup. The reason why he's not signed right now is he probably has a wink, nudge, wink, I don't know if you guys can see me winking. He has probably a wink agreement with the Raiders to sign with them after the draft. So people will be saying, well, what are the Raiders going to do? They got to do something. It could be Cam Newton. Could be a bunch of things. Could be not sure. Okay. Raiders 918. I see. Hopefully, you don't have to use the camera. Good. You don't have to use the camera. Hopefully you can. Hopefully your audio is working. We're going to bring in Raiders 918 because this is a new person. Oh no, that was a replay. I thought the Raiders had just tied it. So let's get and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Raiders 918. Raiders 918. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Captain Jack. Thank you for having me.
Hey, no, thanks for coming in, partner. Now, if you don't know, this is Roku, and we try not to curse.
Okay.
We try not to curse. I said the S word, but I was going to say because people are full of that. But that's fine. But I only try to keep it to that, and I try not to use it all, but I had to use it.
Okay. We'll do.
Okay, sir, and welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. How long have you known about the show, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I think it was you that I actually saw at the Kansas City Chiefs game. Remember I took a picture with you and what's his name, Raider, the guy you traveled with. I'm Raider 918. Yep, that's me.
There you go, Hollywood. Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I tagged you in a few of my Instagram posts as well because, again, I'm a huge fan of you and Raider Nation. So, again, thank you for all that you do for Raider Nation, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming. That's why I said new people coming in always makes the show more pleasant as well.
Of course, yeah. But as for your life, man, how's your life going? How's your day going and everything?
Well, working on your birthday, you're working on your birthday, but the positive is that you're alive that day and you found a job. Those are two positives.
Of course, yeah, of course.
And you need a job in order to have money to go to games.
Of course, yeah, I get that.
Good job, that's it. Rosie, honey, for some reason your device is not connected. It says device is not connected, so you need to get to connect your microphone and camera, and you can be in the screen, honey. So you got to connect your microphone and your camera. I'm looking at it right now. So go ahead and get that taken care of, and then come back. Take yourself out and come back in. Okay, so 918. What's your thoughts on a couple things? First off, do the Raiders stay at 7? Do they trade up? Do they trade back? And, by the way, what are your thoughts on them saying allegedly? And if they say that they're not going to get Carter, that I believe. Because you're not going to not say you're going to get somebody and then not get them. It's normally, I know that this is the time of BS, but I
right.
that they're not going to pick up Carter. They're not going to pick up Carter. So what do you think the Raiders should do at 7? And if this is your team, if tomorrow Ziegler's out of the job, they say, hey, 918, you're our boy, you're our GM. This is what you do to get our team to get over the hump, to make it a better. Flyers just tied it 4-4. I've seen it all. It's fantastic. Here's about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and the Flyers are tied 4-4. I didn't turn it off. But what do you do at 7 there, 918?
Well, as for your first part of the question, honestly, I say stay at 7 because there's gonna be obviously I don't think Jalen Carter is gonna be the guy we're gonna go with because of how the situation hits too close to home with him and what happened with Ruggs a few years back. But as for us staying at 7, I don't want us to take Levis. Just shooting that out now. I don't want Levis. I think if Anthony Richardson is still on the board, I would take him. But you got to keep in mind, defense is our number one need. Absolutely. And I think that with defense, I'd say if that's the case, we take Witherspoon, the corner out of Illinois, or Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon, but I absolutely lean a lot more toward Witherspoon. A lot more. He's a hard-hitting prospect. Love the kid. And I feel like he can do great things for the Raiders organization going forward.
Okay. And by the way, honey, if you're still watching this, Rosie, reconnect your Rosie, reconnect your camera and your microphone. I'm trying to come in now. But yeah, I now see, and I am of a mind because remember, how many times we drafted a quarterback in the first round that didn't really do anything for us? Okay, granted, they were smaller guys that were supposed to do what they needed to do. Remember, you had DJ Hayden, you had remember Conley, you had the other dude with dreadlocks. His name it was no young. What's his name? The other kid from Ohio State. If you're going to draft a quarterback in the first round, you better be capable. You better be somebody that you can build that corner position around. And
right.
I like Witherspoon. I do like Gonzalez. I haven't seen a lot of tape on him, but I can agree with them that they are proven, at least in theory, first round quarterback. So I can get behind that. But I generally would rather have somebody with speed. That's why if you're not going after Carter, then maybe get the kid out of what Texas was either A&M or
Texas Tech.
Yeah, the kid out of Texas Tech. I can't remember Wilson.
I think it was Wilson. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't pay much attention to him, but yeah, I've heard he's a special player as well. But
who would you take?
Who would I take out of all the people at 7?
Yeah.
Shoot, that is a good question. Honestly, I think I would take Witherspoon. If Witherspoon's available, I would take him because again, I love his hard-hitting attitude. I love how he plays. And honestly, I think that Witherspoon would be our best bet at solidifying the corner position for us. But honestly, yeah, I think the Raiders could go any way they want to, and I still think we would be a very, very, what's the word for it? Very, very dominant team coming out of the draft this year. We just got to play our cards right as always. So, yeah, I just don't know how.
Okay, well, I like that. Like I said, if I'm of the mind that if you're going to have now, I would go this year because obviously defense is the bigger move.
Correct.
Is I would get that good stalwart cornerback, Witherspoon or Gonzalez. I can see us getting Wilson as the broad edge, although we need deep in the middle. But
right.
Maybe you throw Chandler Jones into the inside a little more often and have a rush inside.
There you go.
It just pick up that. I don't know if you like it or not, but that's the thing. But you did pick up that big, bulky, nose tackle that the Dolphins had. So you got beef there, and you also signed Willis as an extra rush in. You just need to make sure that you solidify that interior defensive line, because without a pass rusher in the middle, you can have as many great rush ends. All the quarterback has to do is step up.
Of course, yeah. Honestly, I agree with that. The one thing I think I would take issue with that though is because I do get the part of Chandler Jones possibly going into the what's it called, like you said, the interior more often. But based on the way I see it, I don't. I mean, that would be good, but I'm not a whole 100% sold on it. But I can see where you're coming from on that. Honestly, that seems like it'd be a good backup plan in case something were to happen to Jones or Crosby or something of that nature. So yeah, that would make a lot of sense as well. You right?
Okay, Alex said my audio is low. Is this a little better now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better for me at least.
Okay, I'm sorry if it was low. I know that I had my Facebook video the other night, but I didn't realize it because I didn't shoot it through here. I shoot it straight out of Facebook, not realize that the audio was not as good. Maybe one of these days when I get the time, I'll make sure that the audio is coming out of my boxes just to, show you from the time in the world.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah. But no, now are you? You said I saw you in Kansas City. Are you going to be? Are you going to be at the draft this year?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the first draft I'm going to be going to. Obviously, since I live in Oklahoma, it's going to be 4 hours away from where I am. But my dad and me are absolutely willing to make the trip. And are you going to be at the draft? Actually, I was curious about that.
Yes, I am. In fact,
Absolutely.
if you're going to the draft, check out the QR code that's been on a couple of the videos that I've had. If you zoom into the QR code, or I put it on Facebook and Instagram,
Yes, sir.
there's a QR code that has information about a draft party.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so get your tickets for that, because it's not just Raiders, it's going to be everybody, from all of the different, and again, I hate the term super fans, but a lot of the super fans are going to be there, and it's going to be a really, really good time with really great food too. So go and get yourself your tickets there for you and your dad, and I'm sure you will enjoy.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Captain Jack. Again, I love all that you do for Raider Nation and everything like that. So it's awesome to finally get to be on the show again. So it means a lot. Thank you again.
No, I appreciate you coming in, partner. Don't be a stranger. Come over anytime you see us, and tell your friends as well. And if you're in Oklahoma, make sure you tell my girl Amanda, give her my best, because I know she's over there in your neck of the woods.
Yep. We both live in Oklahoma, and I'm actually in the group with her, 918 Raider Nation. I'm actually a core member in that group. So yeah, I get to see her every game day. I get to see her every annual barbecue or whatever we have. I'm really close with Amanda and her husband. So yeah, I'll tell her you said that. I'll tell her you said that.
Please do. And the running joke is, like, when we were at the draft in Nashville, and because she has her outfit and I have my outfit, and somebody says, "Oh, you have such a nice-looking daughter." So that's why for I say, "Hey, how's my daughter?" And she was like, "Shush, Captain," like that. It's a joke between us, but Amanda has always been such a wonderful soul and hard work.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad that she takes the reins down there and gets all the people together that can. And I appreciate you coming in, partner. Come in anytime.
Of course. All right. Well, thanks again, man. It means a lot. Yeah. So wait. You said there. One more thing. You said there's going to be a QR code. I can't find that anywhere. Do you know where is it? You said.
If you go to either my Facebook page, my Instagram page, or if you go to the YouTube page that where my shows are, you'll see you'll see the pictures of the last couple of shows. You'll see the QR code in a couple of the pictures for the shows. And I think if you zoom in with your phone, it should pick up the information.
Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, well, all right, I'll go and get on that. Again, thanks again, man. And one more thing. Can I get a Raiders?
Yeah, Raiders.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, well, thanks again. I'll see you at the draft, man.
All right, thanks again, man. Make sure you come up to me and said, "Hey, I'm the dude that was on your show."
Yeah, for sure. Thanks again, man. All right, take it easy and have a good rest of your night.
Hey, thanks again, partner. Appreciate you coming in. All right, that was Raiders 918. That's nice to have. That's nice to have people come in that because that was new. That was new. Brendo, who I call Epstein, and again, I'm old. Ed Winchell and I are old. The picture looks like Epstein. I don't know. And no offense, Brendo. Please don't be upset by this. But Robert Hedges made the the Sweat Hawks, right? Epstein, by the notes, Epstein's mother. If you've never seen Welcome Back, Kotter, great show from the 70s, right? But Brendo, aka Epstein, and again, the best pick in the draft, unless Richardson falls, then priority will be a franchise. I was going to say, um, the issues with Carter is his maturity. I'll say that. And here's the other thing, and trust me here. When Al Davis was alive, and there were issues with players that were screwing up, Al would have people tailing him. I'm not kidding. This is true. Al would have private people tailing these players to keep them on the upright, right? To keep them on the positives, right? If they really screwed up, that was one of the reasons why he would get rid of you. But if you had issues, by the way, the Flyers lost 5-4 in overtime. At least they got the overtime, got a point. But if Carter is that immature, right? If Carter is that immature, then he's got to show something. Because there was another person that was immature, was a first-round pick by the Raiders, and it was an iffy pick. And it was a gentleman by the name of Sebastian Janikowski. He turned out well. Because when he got fixated on what he needed to do, he turned his life around. And actually, Ed Winchell says the only Raider first round unorthodox pick was Ray Guy, and Sebastian, but they were two kickers. And Breno, thank you for the positives. If you don't watch the Wild Wild West podcast, please do. Yeah, Fabian. Yeah. Was that the year LA was going to be raided and we should have gotten it? Well, no. That was 83, Brendo, when there was the great quarterback class of 83, where it was Elway and Marino. And, was Jim Kelly in that class too? I know Todd Blackledge was there. It was Marino, Kelly, Tony Eason, Jim Kelly, I think. I remember it was Eason and Marino and Elway and Todd Blackledge. That was 4. That was the class of 83. No, 73. And to tell you what, everybody, both the offense and defense and special teams coaches of the Raiders all had Ray Guy as their number 1 pick because that's what we need. What do you think about McCarron? Not bad. I saw him win that first game as the St. Louis quarterback, and I wouldn't. Oh, Ken O'Brien. Thank you, Mike. Mike Sarah with another info. Ken O'Brien, who went to the Jets. So as Ken O'Brien went to the Jets, Eason went to the Patriots, Blackledge went to the Chiefs, Marino went to the Dolphins, and Elway went to the Colts, who traded him to the Broncos. And the Raiders were going to give the Colts a better, I think it was Howie Long. They were going to give them Howie Long, right? They're going to give them Howie Long and another player, and Pete Rozelle nixed it, said he ain't going to the Raiders. And he nixed the trade, or John Elway would have been a Raiders quarterback. I'm not lying. Again, these are stories that I know that are true. Twan's in the house. NWA, Nation with Attitude. Make sure you check that out. But yeah, so those were the 5 quarterbacks. Jim Kelly, he played in the USFL for the Gamblers before he went back over the Bills. Oh yeah, and Mike Sarah's in Misery. And here we go. The American Spring Football League is looking at A.J. McCarron in 2024. I tell you, hopefully A.J. McCarron comes to the American Spring Football League. Make sure that if you want to talk real football in the spring, say it with me. American Spring Football League coming at you in 2024. Get with me on that. Trust me. Oh, yeah, the Lightning blew out the Caps 5-1. Is there nothing on TV? But yeah, McCarron, I wouldn't hate it. Because he's been playing rather well. And sometimes you need, remember it was who? Kurt Warner that he played in Europe, and he played in the Arena Football League, went to the Rams, and when who is the quarterback? I can't remember the quarterback's name. He got injured. Kurt Warner comes in and wins them the Super Bowl. I'm going to try. Hopefully it doesn't freeze on you. Oh, yeah, Doug Flutie also played for USFL. Mike Sarah, trust me. Say with me. American Spring Football League. And yeah, you can like the XFL, but will the XFL be there next year? Flutie played for the USFL, so did Randall Cunningham. That's true. Okay, we're going to try to get Hot Neil in here. Hopefully he won't be see he's freezing up. Oh my goodness. Trent Green, thank you there, Raider man. Yeah, I tried to get Hot Neil in here, but you saw he froze up. Just do your comments, Hot Neil. Do your comments. Every Cappyback viewer can enter a contest for season tickets in the city we have a team. There you go. And that's from the American Spring Football League. A contest for season tickets. Check that out. Enter to win season tickets in the city near you for the American Spring Football League. Check out the information. Check it out on the website, American Spring Football League, coming at you in 2024. So there you go. If you want to come into the show, and Mike, I'm not poo-pooing the Battle. I think the Battlehawks have been one of the better teams this year. And you know who their offensive coordinator is, right? My boy Bruce Gradkowski. I do like the Battlehawks because of that. But my money and time and effort, as far as what I'm going to be backing, is the American Spring Football League. Why is the American Spring Football League so good? First off, Mike, the basis of the American Spring Football League, and it's not out yet because remember, it's going to be coming out in 2024, is they're going to be building the teams around the community and cities that they serve, that they're going to be members of. Honestly, there was basically zero, and I got this from promotions and ads and information, there was basically zero put out for the XFL in the cities that they played in as far as fan symbiosis, getting the cities together with the team. Now, St. Louis probably is one of the better franchises because St. Louis is starved for football. That's one of the reasons why the Battlehawks are successful, because St. Louis is starved for football. But I can't say that about the other cities, Mike, and that is the truth. But the American Spring Football League, the owners and the cities are going to have like a compact where they get the crowd there. There's going to be where the players actually go and are in the community, that they become a part. That's what's going to make this a positive thing. Oh, exactly. Because you hate Stan Kroenke. They are starved for football. And that's why the Battlehawks are a big hit. But not all the XFL teams are. I'm being honest. But get with the American Spring Football League. There'll be people that backing it that you know. If you want to be in the show, and again, you don't have to be and hopefully my young lady Rosie comes back, or I'll have to check her out after the show, because she was trying to get in, but her camera and her mic wasn't on, or we would have had Rosie in the show. But hit the link like Hot Neil tried to do and did, but his camera froze up, so that's the thing. Mike Serra always used to come in because, and I remember this, and Mike Serra is a fantastic commenter. Matt Marinovich is a fantastic commenter, but Mike Serra used to come in, even when he was working out, you'd hear the weights. And I'd say, Mike, you need to do another 10 for me, because bellies don't get like this unless you work at it. And of course, I'm not working at it. But Mike Serra, if he's busy, I get it. But there are people that are busy. You can't come in the show, that's fine. But I appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments. And even after the show, if you're watching this show and it's not live, bring your comments after the show, because it gets the algorithm up, and hopefully we'll get more people here. And Matt Marinovich says something that we all know as well. Stan Kroenke was the guy who booted the Raiders out of consideration for the LA Stadium and essentially bought the Super Bowl before last. And the reason why Stan Kroenke booted the Raiders out of consideration for LA was because Stan Kroenke owns that stadium as far as the primary ownership, and he knew that if the Raiders went there, they were going to be the primaries. They were going to be the ones that everybody wanted to go see. It wasn't the Rams, or it wouldn't be the Rams. And it's barely the Rams now. But he went out and bought a Super Bowl. That's true. Okay, Mike. Mike did not disappoint me. Mike's at the gym right now. And yeah, you get your phone worked out. You come in anytime. And Matt Marinovich, like I said, he is an all-star. In fact, I would say Matt Marinovich is the all-star commenter ever. And these are people that have never been in the show otherwise, but have always commented. Matt Marinovich is my number one guy. And there are others that are comments and come in. I'm just saying, so they're out of consideration. Once you come in, which is great, because I'd like to see you and I'd like to talk with you. But Matt Marinovich has never been in a show via voice or picture. Matt Marinovich is my number one commenter. Thank you, brother. So again, if you want to come in, hit the link. I'm going to put the link up again. It's in the chat. Hopefully Rosie will come back, because it would be nice to have beautiful Rosie with us as well. But yeah, I'll have to give her a call after the show. But it's great. We had what is it? We had my pirate gals. She was here earlier, Becky. Is Becky still here? Hopefully. But anyway, American Spring Football League. I'm watching the post game. The Lightning beat the crap out of the Capitals 5-1. Flyers lose in overtime 5-4. Oso's in the house. Oh, is this true? Mike, is this true? Can you bench press 450? That's impressive if you can. Now, let me see. What can I used to be able to. Okay, what's 2 plates? Okay, that's 4. Oh, okay. Becky's. Thank you. Becky is still here. Thank you, honey. There's a little bit of a time lag, so thank you for letting it know. And Oso, I'll get to you in a second. Oso, the president of TNBC, that's the nation's booster club. Oso is in the house. Remember, if you got nothing else going on, come to Dallas, Fort Worth for the weekend, April 15th. Hopefully, I'll have my taxes done by then. Hopefully, I'll have my taxes done by this weekend, but I digress. But come on over to Dallas, TNBC's birthday party. Is it year 4? I think it's year 4. Come over. Much love and respect to you. Yeah, and there's my boy. One of the greatest names. One of the greatest names of all. And that's not BS. How can you not love a name like Mundungus Creevy? Mundungus Creevy. Oh my God. That is titler. Or titelier? You know how to say it. A title-winning name. Titacular, maybe. Mundungus Creevy, who was the Broncos stand-in for our shipmate, Richie Riche, who was vacationing down here in Florida. In fact, if you didn't see it, I'll show it here. Richie Riche brings me Canadian maple syrup whiskey. I am not a drinker. But oh my God, maple syrup whiskey. I can't wait to open this up. So he brings me that down from Canada. And then the boot, where's my beer? Probably a beer too. Is this it? Yeah. He brings me a Canadian beer, lug tread. I got to put this in the fridge. I will open this up and drink it. Good Canadian beer. Oh, and Mike Sarah says he can't bench 450. And yeah, Ed Winchell, I think so, man. I like this as well. A lead singer in a hair band, not just a rock and roll band, a hair band, like White Snake and White Lion, a hair band, Quiet Riot. Those are hair bands. Mundungus Creevy, the lead singer of Broncodacious, because he's a Broncos fan. Winger, there you go. Winger's a good name. Hairband. And Mike, hey, great. I need to work out myself, because the more you work out, the more you stay in shape, the longer you will be here. I like this. Touche. And you are correct. He's not the stand-in. He's the owner. Touche, my friend. You're the boss. You're the boss of MHRT, Mile High Roundtable Network. You're the boss. Richie Riche's gotta, give fellatio to thee, sir. But, I'm busting your balls. Okay, Mike, Sarah, been back. Yeah. And good to see Jared. Good to see you, Jared. And And I miss Jared because, again, to get Jared in here, I have to put my phone up to here, and I'll be honest, I'm lazy. I'm lazy because it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. So hopefully Jared will get his phone fixed so we can have him come in for audio. That's all. Jared, it is the opening day. All I know is the Rays won. I have no clue who else won. I think the Yankees won. Mundungus sounds like the bass player for G-War. And yeah, good. Yeah, own wizard name. Man, that's badass. Your own wizard name. For the bass player for G-War. What's G-War? Is that a group? Guns, no, it's not Guns N' Roses. That's G&R. Anyway. And Jared's going around the horn saying hi to everybody. Jared's always good to see you. Yankees and Cole win. He pitched well, struck out 11 Giants today. Oh, so they had interleague already? With the Yankees and the Giants? That's cool. Raider Man is a Braves fan. Braves beat the Nats. I'm a Phillies fan. Raider Man. I hope you know that. It's a heavy metal group, G-War. I'm sorry, I've never heard of them. Don't hate. Don't hate. G-War? I am saying it correctly, right? Or is it Guar? Tell me if it's Guar or G-War. Pirates. Okay, here we go. See, we're getting the Pittsburgh report in bits and pieces. Pirates beat the Reds. Pens beat Nashville. Now we got some hockey. Barely hanging on to dear life for a playoff spot. Got a tough order Saturday against Boston. I don't know about that one, Jared. Oh, Guar. Okay. Guar. Okay. I'm sorry. I was not familiar. Guar. That's a badass name. Guar. It's all one word. Okay. Now I've been schooled. And 918 is a Kraken fan. Okay. The second way you said it, Guar, is correct. Okay. That's a badass name. Guar. Ben, to you. I'm the bass player for Guar, man. Guar. That's cool. So if you want to come into the show, please do. Mundungus, you're allowed to come in as well because I was on, and this is true. It's no technically on this. I was on Mundungus's show yesterday, and there's people that are saying positive things about Wild Wild West show. And Mundungus Creevy, who is the president of the network. Sir, if you want to pull up a view, come on in. Let me push the link again, just in case Mundungus is having hard times finding it. There you go. Pull up a link. Pull up some time here. Mike Serra is working out. Jack Ken has already checked out. Brendo can come in. Yeah. Now it'd be good to have Brendo come in one of these days. Few of the Raiders have watched the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt and free agency, the Oakland A's. Well, but see, Moneyball, technically, Moneyball is like the way the Patriots, I said that dirty word, that's the way they've been running that franchise for years. Is high impact, low income. Cogs in the machine. Oh, okay, you're putting the kids in. I got you, brother. I got you. But high impact, low income, bang for the bucks. Bang for the bucks. Okay, see, somebody's using my Google Voice. If you're using my Google Voice, that means you're watching the show. I can't hold the phone up to the speaker. If you're calling in Google Voice, please identify yourself. Ruben's here. See, this is what happens when you call. The phone vibrates and then it moves. And then it moves off the top of my computer. Ruben's here. Good to see Ruben. Come into the show because otherwise it's just going to be a 90-minute show. But did I show you all this? Because if you're tuning in late, I showed this. These are the Captain Jack stickers that I will be passing out to the people that I see this year. I got about 1,500 of them. So I they're expensive. These bastards cost like $500. They're expensive. But I think they're cool. Are the A's going to end up in Vegas? I think so. But it's not official. And Mike says, talking about the Raiders. Brady's prime does not work anywhere else. We'll see. But so far, that is true. So far, that is true. Oh, okay. So here's why it was Guar, and Matt was saying that he sounds like the bass player for Guar. You got Odorous Arungus instead of Mundungus Creevy. There's similarities there. There's similarities there. Steve, those are stickers, brother. They're not cards. They're stickers. And it has a picture of me plus my YouTube and my Instagram location, so it's a self-promotion thing. Hopefully we'll see it. And Mundungus, a.k.a. Odorous Arungus, the bass player for Guar, says, I'd love to jump on a show. You just by the time I got you. Hope you had the happiest birthday. It wasn't bad, and I am truly honored that you were on the MHRT. Thank you, sir. I am honored that you consider me a brother, even though you can't stand my team. And it's mutual. But I tell you what, the MHRT guys are really awesome. You got Richie Rich, you got Mundungus, great Bronco, and I saw Mundungus in Denver. I got a picture with him. So it's awesome to see. Oh, more platitude. Okay. Wild Wild West would be the same without you. Look forward to seeing you in the game. Yes, I can't wait. I hopefully it won't be one of those late season games because I hate the cold. I hate the cold. But Denver was good this year. It was early enough. It was early enough. Odor Pus McDungus is dead. Drug overdose. Yeah. Here's my surprise face. And thanks, Mundungus. I love being in Wild Wild West with all of the crew. Does everyone still dislike the Astros? I think so. Steve? I think it's because, and Steve, were you the one that was calling on the phone? Because Steve has my number. That's why I think it was probably Steve. I probably was Steve. Hit the link. And thank you there, sir. You have a great night as well. But yeah, it's a matter of the fact that until the Astros get rid of everybody, the captain puts the wild in Wild Wild West. I'm definitely not for the young. Hey, I have fun, man. I can't really do that here. I can, but You got to have a niche. You got to have a niche, right? My niche is doing it with the guys in Wild Wild West. So, and there ain't nothing on TV. I'm watching. There ain't crapola. Let's see. On networks? Is there anything on the networks? No. No. Is there anything on the movie channel? 1 second, people. This is important. I need to have something. Okay. Oh, Steve's calling. Okay. Steve, for you, because I haven't heard from you in a while. Because, see, this is why. I have to move my... I'm moving crap. Wait a second. Okay. Steve, I don't, okay. I don't normally do this, but because it's been a while, and then Jared, the next show, you can call in. I hope you can hear Steve. Go ahead, Steve. What you got going on, man? Give me 5 good minutes.
Okay, I'll give you 5 good minutes. What do you think about the Final Four in the basketball? Do you like the Hurricanes? I mean, look what they did. They took down the number 1 team, the University of Houston, who forgot to put people underneath the basket to box out and everything, and they took down Texas. I think it's either them or, in my opinion, I might be totally off the thing. I think it might be San Diego State or Hurricanes, but you never can count out UConn. Of course, Florida Atlantic goes to the dark horse.
Right. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I thought, and I said that I think that Miami is the best team that's left, because again, and I'm not a Hurricanes fan, as you know. I'm not giving them, a bunch of due. I'm not sucking on their nads. And thank you there, Mundungus, for the $5 donation. Remember, every time you spend $5, every time you spend $5, you get a slot in the prize wheel. I got prize wheels I need to get to, but thank you there, sir. You get a spot in the prize wheel. Appreciate that. But no, I'm on record saying that I think Miami is the best team, and I think they're going to win. Now, Miami draws. Let me see. Miami draws UConn, right?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and State draws FAU. I think San Diego State's going to win over FAU, and I think Miami in a close game is going to get by UConn. So I think it's going to be State versus Miami, and I will be rooting my ass off for San Diego State. Why? Because my grandkid goes there. So I have ties, and I'm from but I lived in San Diego, great city, except for that they had a bunch of Charger fans there. But other than that, San Diego is probably one of the nicer cities, or let me rephrase, it used to be one of the nicer cities in the country until the homeless issues that wreck San Francisco, Sacramento, Oakland, Los Angeles, San Diego. And again, I'm not hating on the homeless. I'm not. But when you have a state that basically doles out money for you not to do anything but sit on the street and in a tent, there are issues. So, but yeah, and same thing over there in Texas too, brother.
I know it's all over the place. When you have people like they've got a law out there in Oregon, like they do in California, that people can steal up to $1,000 a day and not get prosecuted. And that's the reason why Walmarts and all these other businesses are closing. And then the people that live in that areas, it's like the one over there in Oakland, over there by the off of Heckenberger. They stole $6 million out of that store, and they ended up closing that store down. And a grocery store closed down. There was an Anchor over there by the Days Inn, and you start doing stuff like that. I know this isn't a political show, but the people that need those stores the most are done without because of the people that are selfish. But that's just I know that's off the rails. But I was going to ask you, Captain Jack, what do you think about? I saw somewhere that Derek Carr at Waller's wedding had a really nice conversation, and Mark Davis told Derek how much he really appreciated, the fact that there was no doubt about his loyalty to the team and what he did to the team and all the things that he did. And he was the one constant. Actually, Mark Davis said he was the one constant, but we all know that Derek is. And Derek says, once my contract is up with the Saints, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to be working for the Raiders in some capacity. Do you think he would be too old to be their quarterback, or what do you think about that? I find that kind of interesting.
Well,
He left the door open.
what's his contract with the Saints right now? How many years?
I wish I knew and everything. I think it's just a couple years, but I might be totally wrong. But I found that kind of interesting that he said for 5 minutes Mark Davis was giving me all this praise. And how can I not like that? You know, the way about my dedication and my commitment to the team, and how much I wanted to be a Raider, and how much he really appreciated everything that Derek did. You know, behind the scenes and on the field. It was just really great to hear that you know, it's not like, and it was, that decision was left up to McDaniels and Ziegler about that. It wasn't. They're the ones that decided maybe they should go in a different direction. Is the way it was told.
Well, Mark Davis was the reason why Derek Carr was benched. It wasn't Ziegler. It wasn't McDaniel. It was Mark Davis. So Mark Davis had seen enough, and it was after the Pittsburgh game that he told, per reports, I'm not making this up, per reports, that he told McDaniel, said he's benched because we're not gonna pay him if he gets hurt the last two games, and it was for financial reasons, right? And then also it was Derek Carr's decision to stay away from not even being on the sidelines. That was his decision, so he kind of punked out in that respect. But I understand he was hurt. I get it, he was hurt. But I think that Derek Carr will definitely come back to the Raiders in any capacity, maybe as the team chaplain. Maybe as the team chaplain, because he loves the Raiders. He says, I'm a Raider. He's already said that in those interviews. So I have no issue with that. But I don't like to talk about Derek Carr now. Why? Because he's not my quarterback. I mean, I like the fact that he, you know, that he's thinking for the future. I have no problem with that, Steve. I don't. But as far as like, am I gonna watch everything that Derek Carr does this year and compare? Because I know Ruben will, and Ruben's in the show right now. Ruben's gonna compare and contrast everything that Derek Carr does and everything that Jimmy Garoppolo does, and he's gonna say, see, he has one more touchdown than him, right? Or, you know, and this is the way it's gonna be. I don't care. It comes down to wins and losses, and Derek's going to win a lot in New Orleans. I guarantee you that. He's going to win a lot in New Orleans. Why? Because he's got a better team right now, and that division sucks. So Derek is going to be on his way to the playoffs, right? So there's no problem there. But the operative thing here is that the Raiders are being built for this year and next year and beyond. And Derek Carr's contract, the way it was out, was not going to be conducive for that. So again, that's just the way it is. But Steve, out the door, you're still thinking your Astros are going to be that good in the American League, brother? You think that they can take it all?
I'm hoping they can. I tell you what, they priced me out a long time ago because I can't afford those tickets. They were getting bukus of money for this opening game. But I got to tell you, Captain, I'm more of a Raider fan more than an Astros. I really follow the Astros when it gets to be playoff time because there's just too many games for me. It's too slow. I appreciate people who love baseball, but it's just I'm more of a basketball and football guy. But I wanted to ask you, with that number 7 pick in the draft, do you think Iron 11 wasn't as good as they thought he was? What do you think about your Gators quarterback? Or who would you pick with that pick if you were Mel Kiper and you were the GM for the Raiders? Who would you pick with that the first round and the second round pick? I want to get your opinion, and thanks for taking my call.
Okay, hey Steve, it's good calling and good hearing from you, brother. And Jared, if you don't get your phone fixed by the next show, I'll have you call in like this. But it's a pain in the ass to hold the phone up. Steve, you take care, brother, and thanks for calling in, man.
You take care, Captain. Good permission to go ashore, and good health to you, Captain. And I'll keep liking and sharing and telling everybody about your show.
Appreciate it, brother. You take care.
Take care, God bless.
All right, that's Houston Raider Steve. You see how uncomfortable that is, and it's not a good sight line for the show. But Steve has been on. He's a long time viewer, and so is Jared. Get your phones fixed. It's better. It's better audio. Seriously, get them fixed. But and Ruben says, okay, and I'll put this up, Ruben. By the way, Mr. Matter of Fact, thank you for being here. Raiders. Yeah, I'll put that in as well. Thank you, there, brother. I think you just had a birthday too, if I remember correctly. Raiders won the game against Pittsburgh. The defense stopped them on 4th and 1. Yes and no. They did, but the officials didn't call it that way, did they? Did they? Ergo, Pittsburgh wins the game ultimately. And I agree with this. Carr will make the playoffs this year and win. I think so. Sight unseen, I don't know who is going to be playing, but I think that he will be a playoff. He will make the Saints to the playoffs, and I think they can win. Matt says, I think Jimmy G is more consistent than Carr. Let's go the ball quicker and knows McDaniel's system better than Carr. That's true. Jimmy G, and I've said this as well, Jimmy G was the best available free agent quarterback out there that knows the system. And in fact, he was probably the best free agent quarterback out there, period. When you look at all the free agent quarterbacks out there, Jimmy Garoppolo is a winner. He is. I didn't want him, though, because the other thing with Jimmy Garoppolo is injury prone. But so was Josh Jacobs. And until last year, remember how many games Josh Jacobs, he would get nicked up. He'd get nicked up and he'd be out, he'd play a lot, but he would be playing nicked, right? And I hope and pray that we can keep Jimmy G upright. I hope and pray. But Jimmy Garoppolo was the best quarterback out there. That is why I said he was the least offensive of the quarterbacks that the Raiders could have had in free agency. I didn't want Tom Brady, and so glad he's retired as of 10:34 p.m. on the 30th of March. Didn't want Tom Brady. That's a curse word. I don't want Jackson. Too much money on a quarterback that very adept, but it is not a system fit. But Jimmy G was the best quarterback available. Rodgers, hell no. A bunch of money on a prima donna that you don't know if he's even going to play this year, let alone next. No. If we get a good season out of Jimmy Garoppolo, then that was the best thing. And thank you, Mr. Matter of Fact. Much love and respect to you as well. Raider Man says, shotgun, get the ball out quick and keep him upright and healthy. Fingers crossed, you got it. And I'm not hating on the pickup. He was the best quarterback out there, but that is why the number 2 quarterback of the Raiders this year is the second most important position behind the quarterback and the right tackle. If you put them on tiers, the right tackle, right, and the quarterback, keeping them upright, keeping them healthy. The next important position, pardon me, is the backup quarterback. That's the way it is. And Ed Winchell states, this might happen too. If Garoppolo gets hurt and Brady doesn't step in for the Raiders, it's possible. Why? Who recently signed as a part owner of the Aces? Some dude by the name of Tom Brady. And remember, after week 1, or week 2 and beyond. If you sign a contract, it's week by week, unless it's a guaranteed deal. Seriously. Gabe came in. Good to hear from you, Gabe. Here's the thing. Jimmy G was also in an offense in San Francisco, which had a really good O-line, true. Weapons all around him, which he has here in Vegas. And a quarterback guru who builds his offense around the quarterback's strengths. True. But McDaniels built Jimmy G to be the quarterback he was. He knows McDaniels' system. He has a great arsenal of weapons in Vegas. The O-line is iffy. But I'll take our left tackle, Miller. I'll take our young center guard, Parham. I'll take a decent center, James. The right tackle, to be determined. Could be Moody. If you have Moody playing right guard, you might have Parham playing left guard. There's talk that they're still going to re-sign Alex Bars, but the O-line's in flux. That's putting it nicely. Thank you. And Brendo, a.k.a. Epstein, Jimmy G wins games. That's true. The Raiders' defense is, even if they're top 16, they're in the top half of the league, they're going to be much better. We're going to win a lot more games. And yeah, they get better than they get credit for, but a lot of that goes to Jacobs. RAC, run or yak, sorry, yards after contact, right? Yak. This is to you there, Mr. Giants podcast. You're saying that our O-line isn't great. Okay. It's not horrendous either. It was ranked 10th by Pro Football Weekly. And granted, I don't even take what they write as gospel, but it was better than half of the O-lines in football. True. And here and there. Thank you. Matt Marinovich says it as well. PFF said our O-line was top 10. We got Tay and Renfro and Jacobs, and some say McDaniels is a quarterback burger. He doesn't suck. And I kind of agree with Ed there. We don't come on talking about we know all about the Giants. We don't. And that's why a lot of people light you up, Gabe. I'm letting you know, Connor. They light you up because you think you know all about the Raiders. You know, you are intelligent. You are. I'm not pissing you off. I'm not trying to anyway. I do sometimes piss people off. Mike Sarah got pissed off at me, and I got pissed off at Mike Sarah. But yeah, I let it go. But seriously, it's because we've been watching Raiders football for years. And I hope Berendo, a.k.a. Epstein, is right. Tanner McKee, man. Or get a hooker. So anyway, we are at 142. If you want to come into the show, please do. I'm going to put the link up one more time. Berendo would be nice. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have you come in, brother. And you don't have to come in on camera. This is because I don't get enough sleep. But I got to do the show. I'm obligated. So we spoke about the Final Four. I think Miami takes it all. If it's not Miami, then I'll take an outside shot at San Diego State. I think San Diego State comes out of the other side. Tell me your left tackle protecting Jimmy G. That would be Colton Miller. Okay, and see this. Okay, this is exactly why you get lit up. Thank you, Gabe. He says your O-line was ranked 29th. Oops. See, that's why we light you up. That's why we light you up. It was ranked 10th. Left tackle is Colton Miller, who is a Pro Bowl capable left tackle. The right tackle is going to be either Illuminor or Mumford, like they used last year in like a double tight end or a double tackle thing, in and out. One was the swing tackle. They re-signed Illuminor. They have Mumford under contract. And Bars knows the system. It's one of those like system things again. Moody is the guard. And Raider Man, thank you. Better blocking tight ends. O.J. Howard, check. Horsted, check. Hooper, check. Better blocking tight ends. Thank you, Raider Man 81. Hey, I never said I was perfect, Gabe. And let's not bring religion into this, please. Because nobody is perfect. I never profess to be perfect. I don't. And Mike Sarah says the truth. We clash, that's Mike Sarah and I, because we have the same personality. Check. That is true. That's true. But see, and again, Gabe, I'm not gonna say I profess to know everything about the New York Giants. I don't. And so was Ed Winchell. He was amazed that they made the playoffs last year. And when Ed Winchell was wrong, he came in and said, "Hey, I was wrong on that." So we say, we fess up. We do. We fess up. But now it's 2023. Right now on the East Coast, it is 10:46 p.m. on the 30th of March. After the captain's birthday yesterday, I got at most 14 minutes left in this show, probably a little less. And the Raiders still have question marks on their O-line, but it's not bad. I think Moody and Bars will be adequate run blocking guards. Moody's issue is pass blocking, and so is Alex Bars. But maybe that's where you get those extra picks to pick up the interior line. Because I think ultimately Parm's going to go to center. Ultimately. Maybe next year. And maybe they draft guards this year. Or maybe they pick up another free agent guard, because there's going to be guys available in phase 2 or 3 of free agency that get cut after the draft. Maybe there are guards available there. And Berendo, you are always welcome. And yeah, I know you work, and I thank you for you. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's in here. I do. I appreciate anybody who's in here. And even if you don't watch it live, that's why it's on YouTube. You can pick it up when you want. And I thank you. Ruben says the underdog will win it all. And if that's true, then that means it's going to be Florida Atlantic. I don't think so. I think Cinderella's shoe is going to break. And Ruben, if you are right, I will be the first person on the show next Thursday, or maybe even Wild Wild West is Wednesday. But I will be the first person on the show next Thursday to say, hey, I was wrong. Florida Atlantic won it all. But I've seen Miami play basketball. I've heard about Miami's basketball prowess from being in the state. They are the best basketball school in the state. Oh, okay. O-Pines. Okay, O-line. I'll say, well, O-Pines means the thing. I said your O-line's not great, meaning not the best, but serviceable. But like y'all take everything so personal. No, we nitpick the obvious. We nitpick the obvious. When I saw that your O-line was ranked 29th, I'm like, oh, hell no. You got it. Quickly. But what we're saying is that know the facts as much as you can. Ed Winchell thinks UConn is going to win it. And you know what? It's not Gino Auriemma, because he's the UConn women's coach. Used to be the other older dude from UConn, because UConn men's has been a good school for a while, but he's not coaching. I think isn't he the athletic director? Back the old UConn basketball coach. I think he might be wrong. He was UConn athletic director, I think. And oh, by the way, I said I don't think PFF is all that in a biscuit. I said that. I don't believe PFF is a bunch of crap. And I said it because the reason why our O-line grades were better was because of who? Josh Jacobs. Jim Calhoun. Thank you, Mike. Jim Calhoun. I know the G is supposed to be an H. Jim Calhoun. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. And his men's basketball program was awesome, just like Auriemma's was for the women. Although Auriemma didn't make the 8 this year. For like the first time in 16 years, he didn't make the Elite 8. Amazing. But that's okay. I will take, if it comes down to it, because UConn has to play Miami. And I like this from Ruben. PFF is not Pro Football Focus. It's not Pro Football Focus. It's that. As long as I don't say it. But I tell you this, though. If UConn is playing Miami, I think that's the winner. I think that's going to be the winner. My number out of the other bracket, I'll take San Diego State. So I'm going to go in order. I think it's going to be Miami, San Diego State, because they're out of the other bracket, then UConn, and then Florida Atlantic. That's who I predict in order of finish because of the way the bracket is. And no, I didn't do a bracket, but I'm just saying that's how it was written. I don't do brackets. I told people what. Did you get your bracket? No. Because first off, it's a pain in the ass. And everybody gets all man hurt or woman hurt when their brackets are busted after the first round. Right? Oh man, I'm screwed. Oh, man, just enjoy the games. And March Madness is all about the games. That's why I went to Orlando. I watched San Diego State. So I could, if San Diego State wins, I could say I watched the eventual, I can say I watched the eventual final two, I believe. I think San Diego State's going to beat FAU. I watched them in Orlando. So that'd be pretty cool. It's fun. But it's Thursday, and I thank everybody for that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. Thank you. I still got things I got to get back to from Facebook. I will do that. I got to call Rosie up because I told her I'd call her after the show. So I will do that. Rosie, if you're still here, I will give you a call. I thank everybody for being here. If you are watching the replay, please make comments after the show, too. It gets the algorithm up. We'd like to get more people up. I want to thank Steve for calling in. Steve, get your phone fixed. I want to thank Jared, who would have called in like that, and will probably call in next time, probably on Sunday. Get your phone fixed. Mike Serra would have been in here if it wasn't working out. Maybe he'll get his phone fixed sometime soon. And Mundungus had to have his kids go. I appreciate Mundungus who gave $5. Every time you give $5 in that tip, you get a what do you call it? You get a link to one of the things. By the way, Daryl Hobbs commented on my video. I don't know if it's this video or maybe it was my birthday video. I'll have to see. Daryl Hobbs, Raider great, involved, highly involved in the American Spring Football League. It's another reason why I like the American Spring Football League. And Jimmy Furpo, thank you, brother. Raiders! And Jimmy Furpo always makes the comment. Thank you, sir. He always hits up the comments after the show, puts it in there. Thank you there. I don't always give the thumbs up. I'm sorry, James. But thank you, sir, for always doing that. And I appreciate if you do the comments after the show again, it gets the algorithm up and hopefully more people will see it. I am trying to come to Madeira, Ruben. I am trying to come to Madeira. We'll see. But anyway, until Sunday, when it's Ask Captain Jack, be well, take care, have a fun weekend. And we'll see you for Sunday. Ask Captain Jack here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making comments. Like, share, and we will see you next time. Check my inbox. Okay. I will, Ruth. Take care, everybody. Thank you for being here. Yeah! I'm another day older. 58 plus 1. Take care, everybody. Thanks again for the birthday wishes. We'll see you next time.